I went on my YouTube account looking at, videos, right? Because that's what people do on YouTube. And I saw something heartbreaking. Not because, oh, like it's a terrible thing, but for the fact that it never crossed my mind that it could happen. It's like when you watch SpongeBob, you don't expect it to change. You expect it to be the same way, same content, and you expect it to just be there. Well, I did not expect whoever is named to leave. Like, ironically, I don't watch Smosh a lot. I never have. I never watched Smosh a lot ever. But it's one of the first channels I ever watched. So no matter what, I'm always faithful to that channel because it's what I started at basically. I started on Smosh, Julian Smith, a couple others. PewDiePie didn't start off with PewDiePie at all. He came later on. Skydoes Minecraft was newer. I started off with Diamond Minecart. Not really. Sunday though. Sunday, Lancey Pooch. Basically, Gizzy Gaza. Basically the All Skies crew. His old crew anyway. I started off with all of them. And then as I matured, what I watched changed. So I haven't watched Julian Smith, like really, in like at least 5 years. But I don't want to forget. I always want to be subscribed to them. Always. So, like, Smosh, for some reason, it never occurred to me that after 11 or 13 or how many years it's been, that they'll want to change. It never occurred to me. But then again, I'm accepting it better than I would others. Like Naruto. Okay, I'm a huge Naruto fan. I've always been since about first grade. So when Boruto came along, I was furious because I thought, what's going on? Why is this happening? This is interesting. I didn't like it. I don't necessarily like it, but as in like quality, it's fine. For what it is, it's fine. But as in the fact that they had to go on from Naruto to his kid, I was not expecting him to be an ignorant little brat. Honestly, it's pretty decent, but I wasn't expecting the brat. And then again, I didn't watch all of it. I think I watched an episode and a half, so maybe it gets better. But anyway, back to Smosh. I wasn't expecting, stuff to happen out of the norm. I wasn't expecting him to leave. Like, okay, I wouldn't accept if someone who didn't create the channel left. I would accept that a lot more than a person who started it leave. Like, if Sky does, like Sunday or Sky or Diamond Minecart, or they suddenly decide to just stop making videos and go on with their lives, it'll be a little difficult for me. But it wouldn't be too hard because I know for a fact, well, maybe not Sky, but I know that Sunday and them, they generally work by themselves, so if they want to do something new, they might have to, it's not, if they're by themselves, I can see them leaving at some point. They might steal at some point, or they might change their content or something. But Sky, it's weird. He started off with him and his 5 or 6 friends. Then he was on his own for a while. Then he went back to having, then he went to a different company, Sky Media. He basically made a company where him and his co-workers make videos and edited them. So basically, you get paid. He literally pays people in his office to play Minecraft. What? Basically, it would suck because you know when you want things to change, but you don't want certain things to change? I don't want my childhood to change, personally, even though I know it's been like 13, 12 years for Smosh. At some point, he might want to do something different with his life. At some point, he'll be pressured to do the same thing for the rest of his life, and he doesn't want to at some point. It makes sense, but it didn't at first. I hate change sometimes. Like, okay, I love change, but I hate it. Like, there's some YouTubers that I love. Sky Media. Okay, one of my favorite people at Sky Media left. For a good reason. I mean, well, for a logical reason. I don't know if it's true or not, but Jin Bop, apparently he was get arrested for pedophilia with his fans. I can't say it's true or not, because I wasn't necessarily the type of fan that would send fan mail or anything. That I wasn't that type of fan. So I don't know. But I can't say that he wouldn't, because in my mind, everyone has a dark side. Everyone has a side you don't see. So when I hear people on YouTube talk about, leaving and problems, it doesn't shock me because you don't get everything all at once. They could show one side and not the other for years because you don't see them in real life. It's on a screen. They can edit and redo videos, and you might not even know. Honestly, I don't know if I like life in general. Like my life right now, the only way for me to possibly do everything I want is to go against society. And that's not necessarily a good thing, I don't think. Basically, I don't want to follow the norm. Like, yes, college seems important, it does, but I don't know if I want to go to college. I want to do things like the things I read about is the things I kind of want to try out. So I want to try this traveling around with a backpack for maybe a year or 6 months and just learning things while I travel instead of being in a school building. I would love that. I would also want to be the spoiled little brat sitting in a hotel room watching fireworks out of a really big glass window. I want to be that one, be that person too. But they're both different people. One is literally dirt and sweat. Other one is just me in a robe drinking wine, or probably not wine, probably root beer or something, because I don't like alcohol in general. There's things I want to try, but I'm scared to try. Like cigarettes. I don't mind trying one, but I'm scared to try one. Honestly, I'm afraid to die. Like, I'm not afraid to die, but I'm afraid of pain to a certain extent. If it's something that, like, let's say it's like a gun wound or something, I'm gonna get shot or someone else is gonna get shot. And if it has to me, I expect that pain. I know it's gonna be there. Even though I might not want it, I know it's gonna be there. But if I can avoid pain, I most likely will. If I can possibly avoid pain and not have my morals disturbed. So it's like you have a choice of being shot or running in the woods and get away. It's like that. It's not like you get shot or someone else gets shot. I don't even know if people are listening to me. I'm just babbling with my recorder on my phone because I'm an idiot. But then again, I'm an idiot. Like, I can easily say, like, there's some things I'll say about my country, about where I live, about the people I live with, my mom, my dad, everyone, that people might think as insults, but I don't mean them as insults. In general, I think a human being is an idiot. No matter what you do, you're an idiot, a waste of space. Why are we even here? That's what I think in general. But because we are here, because I'm here, because I know I'm an idiot, I have to make the best of it. I have to do something to make my time here worth it. If I had the choice of just dying and being reborn the way I want to be reborn, I would take it. Yes, I would miss my family and everything, but if I can be reborn and accomplish everything with the knowledge I have now, because there's so many things I regret not doing, things I had the chance to do that I never did. I could have changed the way people thought of me, so I have more chances. If I could do that, if I can just go be reborn, I would do that. But I don't know if I can. Because here's the thing. I don't mind. But I know for a fact, ever since second grade, I'll get boxes, little water bottles, things like that. Just bottles in journal, or some kind of maybe Pringle box, Pringle things. Basically, I would make time capsules full of things that I love. Like one of them right now, it's in the woods, has a $100 necklace in it, and a note, and a picture of me. They're all tightly packed, have wrapper or tissue about it, and then they're set in a box and taped up with duct tape really, really well. And then there's another thing with plastic around it, more duct tape. Basically, I tried to make it waterproof. I tried. And my goal was, and hope kind of is my goal still, that one day when the world realizes everything is going to hell, hopefully someone remembers me and my family. There's so many photos and things I did in those time capsules. I just hope someone will remember me. Even though I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think I have the right body. Honestly, I'm very tall for my age. I'm literally almost 6 foot. That's very tall for me, I think. I'm 2 inches from being 6 foot. That's fine with me. But my perfect height is not 6 foot. It's not 5, 8, or 9 or something like that. No, it's 40 inches. I want to be 40 to 45 inches tall. That'd be my perfect height. Because it would be. I would love it a lot. And I don't want, okay. I love my skin color. But it's not the skin color I would want. I'm okay with being black. I'm okay with being African American. I'm fine with it. But my perfect skin color would be sickly white. The kind of white you see on someone on their deathbed. Like they're barely alive. I want to be that color. I want that color skin. Basically, really, really pale white.